It's the Detective GBB back with another video, and today we are going to be making our predictions for Wrestlemania weekend, starting with Friday Night SmackDown. Also, make sure to subscribe to Detective GBB as well as my other channel if you like to see it. There it is, over there. But now let's get into SmackDown.
Now, who you got there for your guests?
We got the KO Show, Kevin Owens, guesting Stone Cold and Hornswoggle.
The man in the middle. All right. So tomorrow night we're kicking off with SmackDown.
Yes, sir.
And what we know is going to happen is there's going to be a match between Ricochet and
Los Lotharios.
Yeah. And now that's going to be for his title, right?
Yes, triple threat.
Triple threat. What's your prediction on that?
I'm hoping Ricochet retains, but I think WWE is trying to get the fans to like Los Lotharios, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Ricochet. They've been pushing him. He's done pretty well. And I'm like you, they are trying to push
Los Lotharios a bit.
Yeah, but
at least make it kind of slow, kind of.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a good match.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got the Andre the Giant Memorial Rumble, right?
Yeah, Battle Royal.
And we got 17 people that are already declared for that match. Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, the Madcap, Reggie, R-Truth. We finally get to see R-Truth back in the ring. Drew Gulak, Shanky, Ivar, Eric, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Jinder Mahal, Robert Roode, Mansoor, who we hadn't seen in a good while, and Akira Tozawa. Now, I've read that they're going to possibly add about 3 more people to make it, a total of 20 entrants.
Yeah.
So, who do you think those possible entrants could be?
As for surprises, they could pull a shocker on us and pull out Veer, but it was said he would appear on the next episode of Raw, the night after WrestleMania number 2. But you never know, they could pull a fast one on us. Then there's Elias, who they hadn't claimed to have a brand. He wasn't drafted, so we don't know. He could end up on SmackDown or end up on Raw. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. But the biggest possibility is very well could be Gable Stevenson. Because, well, it said that they were going to push him. He's a Olympic person, and he's probably strong. He could probably fit the bill for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Okay.
As for normal entrants who could win, top picks: Shanky, Commander Aziz, R-Truth, Reggie, Madcap, Damian Priest.
Yeah, out of the ones that are declared, for some reason, I feel like it might be Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I don't think Finn's going to get it because he's currently holding the title.
He doesn't need it.
Right. But I do like what you said. I could see Gable Stevenson coming out. I could see him pulling Veer out. I could see Elias. I think Elias would be very interesting if they pulled him out with whatever his new character is going to be.
I hope it's not goofy and stupid.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with being a little funny. With Reggie and R-Truth in there, that's...
Imagine you see Elias come out as Doink the Clown. Be like,
oh, man.
It'd be like, bruh.
Or somebody come out like The Fiend. And, of course, we always like to mention it because it's probably highly unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
But we all want to see Hornswoggle run out. That would be awesome. All right, well, then we got the Hall of Fame
Not much
after
to talk
SmackDown.
about. Hall of Fame.
That's right. Now, who all's going into the Hall of Fame?
What I remember is Undertaker, Queen Sharmell, Vader, the Steiner brothers, and that's all I remember at the moment.
And, of course, the big focus is going to be on The Undertaker. And we know that Vince McMahon is going to induct him himself. Now, who do you think might be standing in the ring as support for The Undertaker?
3 people. Kane, Trips, and Shawn Michaels.
I agree. Triple H would that would be a good decision for a number of reasons. As everybody knows, he just announced his official retirement from wrestling because of his health concerns. So that'd be cool to have him standing in there.
Yep.
It's going to be an interesting Friday night. All right, then official Wrestlemania starting on Saturday. Now, we don't officially know the order of the matches. No matter where
know the matches.
Yeah, no matter where you look online, everybody's got a different order. So we're just gonna bring them up.
So either they're gonna bring out one or two more matches on SmackDown.
That's true, yeah.
They could do that. If so, then I don't know.
So in no particular order, we're just gonna go through them and have you make predictions and talk about it.
Yep.
First up would be what I think is gonna be one of the best matches of the weekend. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. That rivalry's really heated up.
After what happened on Raw.
Yeah. What happened on Raw?
Bianca cut off Becky's hair.
Yeah, because Becky tried to cut off Bianca's.
Yeah.
So number one, who do you think is going to win that match and take the title?
I think Bianca's going to win it. I'm tired of big heel Becky right now.
I think Bianca's going to win that one too. Do you think there's any chance the scissors come back out for either one of them? We going to see any more hair cutting?
Well, wouldn't that end up in a disqualification?
I don't know.
Scissors are technically a weapon, so I think it would end up in disqualification. Either they do it after the match, like Becky gets mad and then does it to Bianca, or Bianca goes back and does it to her.
Okay. All right. The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
I think the Mysterios are going to win, but, you know, the Miz hasn't had the best track record at pay-per-views this year. He took an L to Mysterio at Elimination Chamber, and he took an L to Beth Phoenix and Edge at Day 1, or the Royal Rumble, whichever one it was. So, it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I still think the Mysterios will pull it out, and I'm definitely hoping they do. And I'm hoping
Logan Paul ain't gonna have anything in the match. He ain't no chance that he's gonna like get a good pinfall or do anything crazy.
Yeah, I hope Ray and Dominic can just embarrass them.
Yeah.
All right. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, with possibly Madcap sitting ringside. Of course, Corbin stole his sword.
Yeah.
So we got that storyline going.
Hopefully, I think because Drew's been trying to get to Happy for the whole year, the entire year he's been trying to get to him. They injured him at Day 1, and then came back and he defeated Madcap at Royal Rumble, I think, and then I think he had another match with Madcap at Elimination Chamber, and now he has finally, hopefully, getting his hands on Happy Corbin in the match. If Happy runs away, maybe Madcap will turn on him and put a disqualification.
Yeah.
Or distract Happy Corbin and then Drew take over.
Yeah, definitely something going on a little bit between Madcap and Happy. So there could be another interesting storyline come out of that. So you're going with Drew.
Yeah.
And so am I. All right. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
Ronda. Easy. I heard rumors that she might be sticking around a little while after WrestleMania, either that being her title reign or that being her having more feuds and stuff.
Yeah, I read that too, that Ronda's planning on staying around for a good while. Now, I am 50-50 on this one. I could see Charlotte retaining and the feud continuing to go on.
I'm tired of Charlotte, mate. Because she held the Raw Women's title for that long. Now she's SmackDown Women's Champion since, I think, SummerSlam or Extreme Rules, something like that. She's been holding on to a title for way too long, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm just 50-50 on it, but I'd be happy either way. Now, one of the interesting things from this weekend will be Stone Cold Steve Austin at the KO show. Now, they're saying that's not technically a match, but I'm pretty sure it's going to turn into a fight. What do you think's going to happen?
I think Stone Cold might come out with like a beer truck or something. And then like he's gonna go into the ring. They might have a tiny little chat, and then Stone Cold does this stunner, and then he does beer bath on him.
I can see that happening. All right. Now we got a big women's tag team match: Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Natalya and Baszler versus Carmella and Queen Zelina versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
I think it's going to be Sasha and Naomi. 75% for them, and then maybe a 25% for Rhea and Liv. There's no shot Zelina and Carmella are going to win. And also no shot that Natalya and Shayna Baszler are going to win.
I 100% agree with you. All right, what about Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory?
This is the first one that I'm going to call a 50-50. Would they want Pat McAfee to win? Do they want Pat McAfee to win? The fans all want him to win. So, I don't know. Or are they going to go with Mr. McMahon's protege, Austin Theory? I'm not sure. I'm going to call it 50-50. They could either want protege, Austin Theory to win, or they have what fans want, Pat McAfee to win.
Now, the question is, do you think Vince McMahon has anything to do with this? Does he? Because remember, before this match was determined, there were stories that Vince himself was going to wrestle Pat McAfee. Now, with Austin Theory being his protege, do you think Vince is going to interfere? Do you think he'll
Probably
be out there? And your favorite guy, Corey,
no.
do you think he's going to have anything to do with this? Because there are stories out there that he might be returning to the ring. Plus, him and Carmella's got that whole TV show plug that they're doing.
Trash, whatever.
Yeah,
really.
I agree. So that, who knows, that could be a really exciting thing to watch. But I'm like you, I think it's 50-50. All right. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville in an anything goes match.
I'm going to call another 50-50 on that. I don't know, Sammy's pretty mad. And he's been in WWE for like 7 years or so. So he's got experience in this type of stuff. So what could happen is Johnny's used to that kind of pain or whatever. From what you're saying, he's used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's got all the movie experience where they do all that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be Johnny. I think it's going to be wild. I think there's going to be a ton of pain.
It's going to be crazy.
And I wonder if some of the Jackass crew from his movies are going to run in and be a part of it. I think it's going to be real funny, if nothing else.
It'll be an insane one.
All right, another tag team match. RK Bro versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy.
75% for RK Bro and 25% for Street Profits. Ain't no way Alpha Academy gonna pull it off.
I agree with that. I might go closer to 50-50 with RK Bro and Street Profits.
Well,
just not real sure. Plus, who knows what's going to happen after that match? Are we going to see any of the tag teams turn on each other within their own tag team? Been a lot of talk about eventually the Street Profits breaking up, or RK Bro breaking up, or, Alpha Academy. Who knows?
Otis could easily destroy Chad, mate.
Yeah.
They easily.
I don't know that any of that's going to happen, but I definitely think it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one.
Now, one of the most recent ones added was Bobby Lashley versus Omos. What you think?
think Bobby's going to end the undefeated streak, or Omos. Actually, I think Bobby's going to win to end the undefeated streak. But it's kind of a 50-50 because, you know, Omos he's crazy, bro. He could just squash Bobby and it'd be a shocker match.
And the question's going to be, if we saw it right, it looks like MVP's going to be there ringside with Bobby. Might break that cane out.
Like you do with Goldberg at SummerSlam.
Yep, I could see him interfering on the Giant.
If Bobby were to lose, MVP be like, no way, this man just squashed Bobby Lashley and then flip over to Omos' side. And maybe it'll get even crazier and Omos don't need MVP, and like he picks him up and choke slams him on the floor, and then MVP's left in the dust with both of them.
All right. Now we got the New Day, which with Big E being injured is going to consist of King Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus and Rich Holland, I guess, with Butch hanging out ringside.
Vibing outside.
What you think?
I think the New Day are going to win to revenge Big E for his broken neck on that episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, hopefully so. That should be an easy one, but we'll see. Could get shady. All right, now for another big match, Edge versus AJ.
I think it's going to be AJ. I think it's going to be AJ, but I'm going to call it 50-50 because I don't know, they're both veterans. They could both take an easy win. I don't know.
I'm going to go 50-50 as well because it's a brand new rivalry. Edge has just turned heel. It's going to be a good match, an interesting match. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at 50-50. Now, one of the big matches is going to be Seth Rollins taking on a mysterious opponent that Vince McMahon is supposedly going to handpick. Most of the world thinks that it's going to be Cody Rhodes. I do too. I'd be shocked if it was anything else.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I think it will be Cody, and I think Cody's going to win.
Okay. And then we know that he's supposed to be making an appearance the Monday after this weekend on Raw. So I agree with that. If it's going to be anybody or any other way, I think it could be a mistake.
It'd be like a trick.
Yeah.
Like Shane McMahon walks out or something.
Now, for our final two matches. Number one, we have the Usos going up against Nakamura and Rick Boogs for the title. What do you think?
I'm going to call it 50-50 on that. Because if Rick Boogs and Nakamura win, that could be an indication that Roman will beat Brock. Or no, he will lose to Brock. But if the Usos win, then could be an indication that Roman will win. I don't know.
I totally agree.
That's
of course,
why I think it's going to be 50-50.
Of course, I will be rooting for Nakamura and Rick Boogs. But, yeah, I think that's 50-50. Who knows what's going to happen. And that brings us to the final match, the biggest one of the weekend, Roman Reigns versus Lesnar.
In the biggest Wrestlemania match of all time.
That's what they're saying.
Better be a fantastic match with no shenanigans like it was at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, because are the Usos going to run in? Is Paul Heyman going to interfere with anything? I don't know. And no matter who wins, is anybody going to walk out after the match and issue an immediate challenge to the winner?
Like The Rock.
That's probably a good guess. Of course, I'd always keep my hopes up for
Hornswoggle.
Well, Hornswoggle, definitely. How great would it be to end WrestleMania the way it starts Friday night by having the Hall of Famer, recently retired Undertaker, walk out at the last second and do something?
Something.
So what do you think? You think it's 50-50 on Roman and Brock? Yeah, I have no idea which way that's going to go.
Also, about the Pat McAfee and Austin Theory match, I think that Vince could come out and then like interfere with the match. Like maybe we saw Pat McAfee jump the announcer table and just pound Austin Theory in the face. So Vince could come in, or Pat could be destroying Austin, and then Vince interfere, and then Austin Theory wins. Or Corey walks out, interferes, and Austin Theory wins. Or Pat McAfee could win clean, or Austin Theory could win clean. Don't know.
All right, well, I think those are solid predictions.
Yes, but I got something else to do. First, let me do that, and then let's do a stunner. And then look at here. We got nice little candy cane. And look.
Oh no, it's your greatest rival.
Yes, Chuck E. Cheese. Should I beat him up? What do you think? Should I beat him up?
In honor of WrestleMania 2022, let him have it.
It's got one strike. No, just now here. I'm gonna get him on the floor real quick. Easier target. Actually, I have another idea. I'm gonna come over here. Here we go. Got the WWE Championship belt with my own side plate. With all of its diamonds. Let me pick it up. And in the face with the belt. In the face with the belt and back at it again. Let's hit him. Hit him on well.
All right. Gonna pin him?
Yeah, I'll pin him. Let's plan him. Throw that over here. And then just do whatever that is. Just some kind of GTS. Count it for me.
1, 2, 3.
And he's dead. Now get out of here. And across the room he goes. And this is going to be Detective GBB going out.